Greetings, YouTube. This is an internet world. You're watching me on the internet. And as part of the internet, we have scammers. And the scammers love coming up with new and interesting ideas for methods that they can try to part you and me with our money. And one I've seen quite a lot over the last year has been technical support contracts. So you will get, I've been getting emails. I guess some people are getting phone calls from them too, but I haven't got any phone calls. So I'm getting emails that say, your technical support contract is being updated and we are deducting, $300 from your account or something like that. I actually also got some thank you for your purchase ones from, like Best Buy or Staples or something, alluding to the fact that I just purchased an expensive computer and it was being shipped to someplace else, not me. So that that one is kind of a little more complex, because they're kind of making it look like someone has scammed me, but it's not them scamming me. They're just telling me I've been, thank you, so I can then contact them, and so it's a little more complex there, but you have to be very careful about these things. And the best way to find out where the heck this email is look at your headers. Because in your headers, it will tell you the email address that the person is sending it to you from. And the email address is never from the company and or service that they are saying it's from. But recently, I've been getting ones, I've gotten two so far, that are spoofing my email address in my browser, in my email browser. So I'm looking at my email, it says me, but when you look at the headers, it says usually an iCloud account. I think Apple needs to really clamp down on this crap, because almost every single one of these things has an iCloud account. So lots of places out there. Actually, I've actually seen some Hotmail ones, which kind of made me laugh. It's like, wow, somebody's still using Hotmail, and they're a scammer. I guess this has become rampant recently, and they've been targeting people who are in the older demographic, which technically I now fall into. I'm 56. Being above 55 now puts me in the 55 and over category, which means that people are assuming that I have no technical knowledge of any kind. And while I freely admit I do not have great technical knowledge, I have enough technical knowledge to know what a scam email looks like. And in fact, one of the last times I got a phone call, you got the, hi, this is so-and-so from, this is so-and-so in a heavy accent. They barely speak English. From Microsoft, telling me that I have viruses on my computer, and I was pumping gas when I got the phone call. So I took the phone call and I said, no, you're not. Fuck off. And I just I guess one person's had some success in shaming them, like saying like you have brought shame upon your family, and then hanging up on them, which I guess apparently is a severe insult to a lot of the cultures of the folks that have been engaging in this, from Russia and India and things like that. The scammers, I guess, apparently take that very seriously. Yeah, you can tell me I brought shame to my family, and I don't give a shit. But you have to be very careful with these things. I saw an article today. It popped up in my news break feed on my phone that there's some woman who had gotten this. Told to get a phone call saying that this charge was made, and what the scary thing is that she had just actually legitimately called Geek Squad for a service, and then this call came in before that service was filled. So she thinks that Geek Squad has something to do with it, and Geek Squad is like, hey, Best Buy is like, we had nothing to do with this. It just happened to be a coincidence. But that's what it hit her very hard. Like, there's somebody trying to scam me, and she was correct. And so she contacted, the proper people, contacted Staples, contacted Best Buy, and contacted the police and things like that. And she didn't get taken to the cleaners, because while they initially wanted to charge her $300 for something, that would have given them access to her entire account, and they would have just emptied the entire account, as well as then had access to her computer, which they could then use your computer. They can put malware on your computer. They can use your computer to hurt other people. They can put a keylogger on your computer, which is then means they're going to be able to get all the information that you're typing into your computer. They can lock your entire computer up and then ransom it back to you, saying if you don't, pay us X amount of money, we're not going to unlock your computer. So yeah, there's numerous things they can do. But I guess this particular season there have been a lot of these technical contract scam emails and phone calls. So I think it's very important that not only are the people watching this aware of this, and I'm sure that most people who are watching this are technically savvy enough to figure this out on their own, but make sure your parents know this. Make sure your parents haven't been taken. My mom got taken once, and thankfully all they did was use her system to spam other people. So essentially they reset her email vacation notification. So every time someone sent her an email, they would then get a spam message from looking like it came from my mother going to them. So that's all the people that did to my mom's computer. She had it. We brought the box in, had somebody look at it. That's all they had done. So she was at least safe in that regard. She didn't have any real technical information on the computer anyway, so she was okay. But yeah, again, you make sure you're not falling for this kind of crap, but also make sure your parents, and if younger folks are watching this, your grandparents aren't falling for this kind of thing, because they can sound very believable. The ones where like the IRS calls you and demands you get payment immediately or going to jail, or like you failed to do a jury duty, so if you don't pay us, we're gonna those seem so implausible that I am baffled that people fall for them, but apparently enough people fall for them. It's worth the scammers' time to continue using them, because it's evolution. Any kind of scam that doesn't generate money will not be used. It will fall by the wayside, and they'll come up with a new scam. And any scam that does generate them money above a certain margin will be continued to be perpetuated and honed and improved. You're looking at evolution in action. Attack, counterattack. Attack, defense, and we just keep ramping this crap up over time. It's horrible, and these people really have brought shame upon their families. And if someone were to say you could have one real world, a power that could affect the real world, technical power, it would be the ability to wipe out the hard drives of any computer on the planet I wanted to. Because I would just wipe the computer hard drives of every single scammer and hacker on the planet. Every person that's got child porn, gone. Just fucking gone. The hard drive on board every single, the computer on board every single nuclear missile, gone. Go ahead. Try to launch the fucking thing. But yeah, so be aware of this. I guess it's been really bad this season. Maybe because more people are indoors, so they're using their technology more, so they're more concerned about their technology, so they're becoming more aware of the technical support aspect. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it. I'm not sure what that reason is. But like I said, keep an eye on yourself. Keep an eye on your parents and your grandparents, making sure they're not being taken to the cleaners by scammers, because that's a really crappy way to end 2020 or to begin 2021.